An 8-year-old girl is recovering tonight after a terrifying dog attack. She's at home, but the attack left her scared from multiple bite wounds. Shelby Nelson has the latest from Victorville.
It ripped all her clothes off of her. She has 17 staples in her head now, and she's okay right now because of the medicine, but it will wear off.
8-year-old Genesis is a fighter, and she has the scars to prove it after going toe-to-toe with a dog nearly double her size.
It started following us, and then it started jumping on us.
She and her 2 brothers had been walking to school along Mesa Linda Avenue in Victorville at around 7 a.m. The dog going after Genesis, at one point dragging her by her backpack and ripping off her clothes while her brothers called for help.
Just thinking about it, it's still unreal to me.
An unreal experience that Victorville resident Maria Hernandez is still shaken from after it happened right outside of her home. Her daughter rushed to her, telling her what she saw outside of her window.
Mom, the dog is dragging the little girl from the head. And I got up and just ran down, and first thing I grabbed was my broom.
Maria's mom instincts kicking in. She tells her kids to stay inside the house. Surveillance video shows her running towards Genesis.
By the time I got out, the dog had the little girl on the other side of the house, already by the leg. He had ripped off all her clothes.
She says she put the broom in front of the dog, creating a barrier. She pulled Genesis, who was bleeding from her head, behind her. Somehow they managed to get inside her house safely.
She had pushed me back to her door, and she had helped me by calling the ambulance.
Neighbors had seen the dog the night before. Officials with the city of Victorville say it was a stray Belgian Malinois mix that was not microchipped. The dog is now in quarantine with Victorville Animal Control. Meantime, one of Genesis's fellow classmates and friends learned what happened to her.
Pretty sad.
When you see her, what are you going to do?
Hug her.
As for Genesis, she is now out of the hospital and recovering.
You're feeling better?
Yes.
Glad that they took the dog away?
Yes.
Shelby Nelson, KTLA 5 News.